Hello, and welcome to the amazing Grace Court dedication and ribbon cutting ceremony. My name is James Kavanaugh, and I am one of the captains of the Unified Basketball team, and a postgrad student at MFS. I was Grace Zing's teammate, and classmate, and friend on behalf of our Unified family. Thank you for joining us today. Before we get to it, we have a few people who would like to say a few words. And please welcome our Melrose High Principal, Mr. Jason Mello.
Thank you, James. Outstanding. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming out. Tremendous to see you all. Members of the community, staff members, students, current members of the Unified team, some former players, some future players maybe, family and friends, and lovers of the amazing Grace Zink. Thanks for coming to help us honor Grace and celebrate the students who had the idea to build this basketball court in her honor. I want to thank all of those folks who made that possible. I worked with high school students in the high school setting for 23 years. I can confidently say that I don't know any student that has had the effect that Grace had on a high school and a student body and school community that she had. In those 23 years, simply amazing. She has had an incredible impact, and students like James continue to talk about her and remember her every day of the week throughout the year. I just want to thank every person who has had a hand in making Unified basketball possible. It's had a great impact on our school, our entire community. It's the heartbeat of the campus over here at Melrose High School. Certainly, I would want to include and not forget Mr. Fogarty, Ms. Chinesky for leading the way to get this program started at Melrose and also in other communities, and certainly our coach, Matt Manfredi, and other coaches who have taken part over the last couple of years as well. Unified team has played a huge role for us at the high school. I just want to say, Grace, hello up there. Continue to be our angel that watches over us. Keep us all kind to one another. Thank you all for being here today. Go Melrose.
Next, please welcome Unified Coach, Assistant Principal of Ligon School, Coach Matt Manfredi.
Thank you guys for coming out here. I'll keep it short because it is very cold. This turnout, it just shows exactly the impact that Grace had on this community. I never met a kinder, more curious, more understanding soul in my life. And I think this team is really, I'm going to steal Mr. Merrill's quote, the heartbeat of the campus here. This Unified team, you've got to come see the magic. It's unbelievable. So thank you guys all for coming out here. This is a great testament. Be kind, be curious, be understanding. Go Unified.
And finally, please welcome our Mayor of Melrose, and the person who started this project, Mayor Paul Buller.
Special guest before I jump in, our state senator, Senator Jason Lewis.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's great to be with you all on this wonderful occasion. Representative Lippic Arabedian unfortunately could not be here and sends her best regards and best wishes as well. I just want to say thank you and congratulations to the Unified team members and all the families and the mayor and everybody who made this possible. And to recognize this special occasion, Representative Lippic Arabedian and I have prepared special citations from the Massachusetts State Senate and the Massachusetts House of Representatives, and these will be presented to Brian and Kathy. And what they say, I'll just read the Senate one. It's from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Massachusetts State Senate, official citation. Be it known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to Brian and Kathy Zink in recognition of the dedication of the Amazing Grace Basketball Court celebrating the life of Grace Zink, and signed by Senate President and Clerk and myself. And then there's a similar citation as well from the House of Representatives. So thank you for the opportunity to be here and celebrate with you.
Thank you, Senator, and please thank Kate. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Is it? Good afternoon, Grace. So it's a good day. It's a good day. It's a hard day, but it's a good day. And James, thank you for introducing me. Pleasure to be honored by the president and the mayor of the city like this. Really appreciate it. Well, you all know that we're here today to celebrate, honor, and remember Grace Zink, who you all referred to quite rightly as Amazing Grace. As you know, Grace was a Roosevelt School alum. She was an athlete and a valued member of the Melrose High School Unified Basketball team. And she was known as a super fan, and she spent many hours watching her brother Brendan and her sister Audrey play hockey, and in turn they cheered her on when she played Unified basketball. She was a trailblazer on the basketball court. She was a gifted Special Olympic athlete and a member of the Tufts University lacrosse teams, but I think we all know she was more than just an athlete. She started the Amazing Grace Golf Tournament, which in 14 years has raised over $200,000 for charity. She was a beauty queen, having been crowned Miss Amazing Massachusetts Junior Teen in 2017. She was a seeker of adventure, a lover of babies, stuffed animals, Nutella, the dog Levi. She was a daughter, a sister, and to so many a good friend. And despite her being born with trisomy 17, there was nothing Grace couldn't do, and there was no limit to the light she shined. For those of us, me only not as much as I would have liked, I suppose, we're lucky enough to know her. We were fortunate to learn from her and appreciate both her and her family. The members of her team, the Unified team, so many of you here today, cared so deeply for Grace and what she meant to them that when they heard about a contest that my office was running about called 5K Your Way, which asked Melrose High School students what they would do if they could invest $5,000 of the city's money. These individuals proposed the construction of a memorial for Grace, and that is where we stand today. The Melrose High School student body voted overwhelmingly that the city should build not just a statue or a plaque, but something that Grace herself could have honestly enjoyed, a basketball court. And while there is a plaque here on the bench, the point of this Amazing Grace basketball court is a living memorial, a place where folks can come to reflect on Grace's memory, her family, and while it might at times bring a tear to one's eyes, it also brings a smile to so many faces. And I hope that is what we carry out of here today. It is a place where folks of all ages, skills, and abilities can come to enjoy the game of basketball, camaraderie, and a sense of community that you get from participating on a team and really being part of something that is bigger than yourself. I am so proud to be here today with Grace's parents, Brian and Catherine, and her siblings, teammates, classmates, community members, and certainly all the teachers and support staff who worked with her over the years. And I, like those who came before me, would like to thank all the folks who made this day possible. Our Superintendent of Parks, Joan Bell, our DPW department, the Millis Parks Commission, the folks at DNR Paving, and of course the team that proposed it, and all the students that put together the advocacy for it and voted for the project. I'd like to also give a shout out to Special Education Coordinator Jean Moki, botched your name, I'm sorry, the Unified Basketball Team, including James here today, and of course their coach, Mr. Manfredi. Thank you all so much for coming. It means so much to the city to know that Grace grew up here, became a part of our lives, and as Mr. Merrill said, made an impact on each and every one of us. So without further ado, if we could gather at the long ribbon, it's time to cut the ribbon. Ready?